What if the biggest obstacle to overcoming depression is something you never even considered? Depression is a complex and multifaceted issue that affects millions of people worldwide. We often look for answers in the usual places: our environment, our relationships, our circumstances. But what if the real barriers to healing are hidden in plain sight? What if there are aspects of our lives that we're overlooking, or perhaps not addressing head-on? These overlooked factors can significantly hinder our progress towards recovery. They can make it difficult for us to cope with our emotions, to find joy in everyday activities, and to feel connected to others. By exploring these often overlooked barriers, we can gain a deeper understanding of depression and how to overcome it. Recognizing these factors is the first step towards effective coping strategies. It's about understanding that depression is not just a mental health issue, but a complex interplay of various aspects of our lives. By acknowledging and addressing these factors, we can begin to heal and move forward. So, let's dive into some of the most significant yet often overlooked factors that can hold you back from beating depression. Negative self-talk is one of the most insidious barriers to overcoming depression. When we're depressed, it's easy to fall into a pattern of negative thinking, telling ourselves that we're not good enough, that we're a burden to others, or that we're simply not capable of change. These thoughts can be incredibly damaging as they reinforce feelings of worthlessness and hopelessness. The problem is, our brains tend to believe what we tell them. So, if we're constantly telling ourselves that we're not good enough, our brains will start to accept that as truth. And that can make it even harder to overcome depression. It's essential to recognize when we're engaging in negative self-talk and to challenge those thoughts. We need to learn to be kinder to ourselves, to practice self-compassion, and to focus on our strengths rather than our weaknesses. By doing so, we can begin to shift our mindset and develop a more positive outlook. Changing our inner dialogue is just the beginning. We also need to consider how our external environment and behaviors impact our mental health. Isolation is another significant factor that can hold us back from beating depression. When we're feeling down, it's easy to withdraw from the world, to stop seeing friends, to stop going out, and to just hide away. But isolation can be incredibly damaging, as it deprives us of social connections and support. Humans are social creatures, and we need interaction with others to feel seen, heard, and understood. When we're isolated, we can start to feel like we're alone in our struggles, that no one understands what we're going through. And that can make depression feel even more overwhelming. Reaching out to others, even when it feels like the last thing we want to do, is crucial. It can be as simple as sending a text to a friend, joining a support group, or talking to a therapist. By connecting with others, we can start to feel more supported, more understood, and more hopeful. Our lifestyle choices also play a critical role in managing depression. What we eat, how much we exercise, and how much sleep we get can all impact our mood and energy levels. When we're depressed, it's easy to fall into unhealthy habits, like eating junk food, skipping exercise, and staying up late. But neglecting our physical health can actually worsen depression. A poor diet, lack of exercise, and inadequate sleep can make us feel more sluggish, more irritable, and more hopeless. By making healthy lifestyle choices, we can start to feel more energized, more motivated, and more capable of managing our emotions. Unresolved trauma or past experiences can also have a profound impact on our mental health. When we've experienced trauma, it can leave emotional scars that can manifest as depression. And if we don't address those underlying wounds, they can continue to affect us, making it harder to heal. It's essential to acknowledge the impact of trauma on our lives and to seek help in addressing it. This can involve talking to a therapist, engaging in trauma-informed care, or practicing self-care techniques that help us process our emotions. Many people struggling with depression also believe that seeking help is a sign of weakness. But the truth is, seeking help takes courage, and it's often the first step towards healing. Therapy, counseling, and professional support can provide us with the tools, strategies, and support we need to manage depression. Unrealistic expectations and societal pressures can also contribute to feelings of inadequacy and frustration. We often compare ourselves to others, feeling like we don't measure up, like we're not good enough. But the truth is, everyone's journey is unique, and comparisons are unfair. We need to let go of unrealistic expectations and focus on our own journey. By doing so, we can start to feel more confident, more self-assured, and more at peace with ourselves. Recovery from depression is a process, and it's essential to approach it with self-compassion and patience. We can't just snap out of depression. It takes time, effort, and support. By being kind to ourselves, by acknowledging our progress, and by celebrating our small wins, we can start to feel more hopeful, more motivated, and more empowered to take control of our lives. In conclusion, there are several factors that can hold us back from beating depression. We've discussed negative self-talk, isolation, lifestyle choices, unresolved trauma, unrealistic expectations, and the importance of seeking help. By recognizing and addressing these factors, we can begin to heal and move forward. Take a moment to reflect on your own experiences. Which of these factors resonates with you the most? What steps can you take to address these challenges and move forward? If you're struggling with depression, know that you're not alone. There are people who care about you, who want to help, and who want to support you on your journey towards healing. I want to hear from you in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and we'll catch you in the next one.